very close to the 605, and we've been heading eastbound. We've been following this since about the 710. Now, we understand that earlier on, the Sheriff's Department was originally chasing or following this vehicle. They never turned on their lights and sirens. Soon as California Highway Patrol got in between them, turned on their lights and sirens, this black car took off. And you can see it right here. It's happening live. This is a BMW. Not sure the original want on this, but I can tell you this vehicle not stopping for the California Highway Patrol, doing better than freeway speeds, probably going about 80, maybe even 90 miles an hour at some points. California Highway Patrol in pursuit right now. We're going to try to work on the wants and warrants, meaning the reason why they're chasing this guy. Right now, though, this car continues to elude officers on the freeways this evening.
Hey, Stu, real quick, is he going eastbound or westbound there at that point?
We're going eastbound, and we're approaching the 605. You can see how fast this car is moving, using all, looks like where we're going to be going, definitely on the transition, northbound 605. And that's one of the reasons why they always wait a few minutes there when they get on those transition roads. Hitting the brakes a little bit. California Highway Patrol right behind him this evening. Looking at the traffic, though, getting a little bit tighter. This guy's going to have some maneuvering to do if he's going to keep that distance between him and those officers.
And Stu, you mentioned that originally the LA County Sheriff's Department was chasing this person in this BMW, and we don't know the original want, why they're running away from the CHP right now. Why didn't they turn on their lights and sirens? Any idea?
Well, you know, the law enforcement, they are very touchy on that P word, that pursuit word. Sheriff's Department was following this vehicle very closely. They were actually asking for backup. That light you're seeing right there, I believe, is still the sheriff's helicopter that came over and let it get.
Any idea if this person is slowing down at all? Looks like he's keeping up the speed. That's not going. That's really close right there.
Right. Hard on the brakes there, changing his mind at the last moment. It looks like, I'm not sure if we are established. Yeah, we are definitely established eastbound 10 freeway after he made that rough transition there, getting into a lot of traffic. Those types of maneuvers, that's what's going to keep these officers on their toes. They are concerned about public safety. They don't want to see this vehicle hurt any innocent people. They also want to make sure that that driver is safe, even though he is being pursued. And then, of course, officer safety also is something that they're thinking about. Right now, though, those speeds very, very high. It's an older model BMW, but still, don't be fooled by that. Still would fall into a performance vehicle. But you saw when the driver, not a professional, was pushing that vehicle, skidding out there a little bit as it made that turn. It makes you wonder if the front tire is not completely gone. He's on the rim. It is the front driver's tire, completely on the rim right now. This car, you know, it's probably a 5 Series. Can't guarantee that right now. 5 Series BMW. You know, it's a pretty solid vehicle, but with 3 tires, maybe not so solid. Right now, though, you can see he's down to 1 rim right there on the front. Looks like he's driving around. It looks like this might be coming to an end, pulling into a gas station. We've seen this in the past where they've kind of just driven around out here. If he doesn't do anything too incredibly aggressive, this might just come to an end. But he's driving very, very slowly out here. We see some other vehicles that appear to be law enforcement type vehicles. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. Making that big U-turn right now. Worried. The reason why I'm getting a little bit wider is I'm worried that he's going to be approaching a California Highway Patrol vehicle. Right now, though, this would be the time when California Highway Patrol would jump out there and use that pit maneuver. But it does look like he's just kind of driving around, choosing these weird, parking lot areas out here, just kind of driving very slowly. California Highway Patrol, there we go. And just coming to a stop out here at a Wiener Schnitzel. Hands out right there. You can see the officers just telling them, shut it down, shut it down. An unusual end to this, but it's not over yet. We're going to move the Sky 9 around just a little bit out here, but looks like it's coming to an end as in the Norco area, off the 15 freeway.
And again, this is live television here on KCAL 9 News at 8. Breaking news, this seems to be the end of a stolen car pursuit that started in Boyle Heights near County USC. This is almost 50 miles away from where we picked up this pursuit in Boyle Heights. And it looks like the officers with the CHP have their guns drawn right now behind their doors. Looks like the driver is getting out of that vehicle right now. And as far as we know, that driver has been alone in that vehicle this entire time, Jeff.
Yeah, this driver that you see here that's getting down on his knees, we understand that he's the driver in this vehicle. I believe police officer is going to ask him to put his face down on the concrete. They're going to come up. They're going to handcuff him. He's going to spend 2017. He's going to start off. He's crawling towards the officers at their request. He's going to spend the new year in jail. And this, at one point in time, was a fairly aggressive driver going onto the shoulder of the emergency lane, almost sideswiping a car as he was going onto an on-ramp, and then also was switching from an exit to a main road quite aggressively at high speeds, about 98 miles an hour.
Yeah, it looks like he crawled his way at the command of CHP right up to their vehicle there, as they still have their guns drawn. It looks like they're getting the handcuffs on this
It looks
guy.
like they're looking at the vehicle still. I wonder if there's somebody inside the vehicle
Yeah, it's a
yet.
good question.
Because
Stu, can we pull out a little bit just to see if there's anyone else coming out of that vehicle? I know that was still a question.
Well, they certainly have to clear the vehicle before they find out if there's anybody in there or not, and they're probably going to do that next. But you can see the officers' guns now trained on the car. After that is the driver of the suspect vehicle wanted for a stolen vehicle that is being taken away at this point in time.
All right, we're going to move to weather now.